from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
This morning, a barbershop holdup takes a deadly turn when that owner fights back.
A bill which will approve an education spending account, also known as vouchers, in the state, one step closer to becoming the law. What's next for the bill and the reaction from those who are for it and those against it?
Fox in transition, pulls the three, knocks it down.
So good because it's team building.
Oh boy, that's building something special. Castle.
And he's laughing on his way back.
Ooh-wee, okay. How are we feeling this morning, Spurs Nation? You see him right there, De'Aaron Fox making his debut, plus a little bit of Wemby. We saw Steph Castle there, others getting in on the action last night in Atlanta. We're going to hear from the newest Spur coming up. Oh, yes.
I love it. And of course, it's time to Rodeo San Antonio. The first day of the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo today. We're going to check out today's events coming up.
All right, good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Yes, cannot believe that the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo is officially here. A lot of excitement around that.
A lot of excitement. But first and foremost, we got to giddy up over on the weather side of things because we need to figure out how it's looking in our forecast. Meteorologist Justin Horn. Howdy.
Good morning. I stayed up late and watched De'Aaron Fox. Impressive. And you know what I'll tell you? I feel like he made everyone better. So Vassell had a heck of a game. And the team just looks different. So I'm excited about it. Looking good last night. Okay, yes, let's talk about our forecast now. So let's go outside for you. We've got basically a similar situation to what we've been seeing last several days, where we got the morning clouds, maybe a little bit of drizzle here and there. But all in all, just humid. 66 degrees at the airport, 66 in New Braunfels, 68 Converse. It's going to basically be the same thing here that we went through yesterday. The difference today, though, is that we will see clouds clearing a little bit earlier, I think, and that'll get temperatures up to 71 midday and then 81 this afternoon. You know, the record for today is 83, so we're within range. It was last set in 1925, so it is going to be a warm afternoon. There's no two ways around it. Headlines going out to, that's not the right headline. If you're going out to the rodeo, not the Mirror Sunshine, if you're going out to the rodeo, it's going to be really nice today, warm next few days, going through the weekend, and then we'll wait on that cold front, which is still very much in question, when it will arrive and what it will bring as we get into next week. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a couple of minutes, but let's check in on your roadways. How are things looking right now?
You just try to stay hip, man.
I'm trying to.
I mean, it could be a Demure Sunshine today,
Could
Alex. Of Demure Rodeo.
Bet.
Okay. Let's see here. 35 at Jones Avenue. Traffic looking pretty good out there for our drivers. Let's give you one more shot here. 90 at Nogalitos. They did have some construction out there on the west side of town, but it looks like things are clearing out in that area. So again, TxDOT right now only reporting this construction project taking place downtown. So right now things looking pretty good if you're about to step outside there. But again, for the most part, things have been okay. Just dealing with some overnight construction. Our Alex Yames, he is on the roads. We're going to check in with him in just a little bit and give you an update from the ground in Drive Cam. Jeff.
Yeah, first we got to talk about some dramatic moments that unfolded at a Northside barbershop last night. It all started when a man tried to rob the place, but things took a turn that he did not expect. This happened around 7:30 p.m. on Bassey Road. A man walked into this barbershop demanding wallets and purses while waving a gun. Well, get this, the suspect pistol whipped one of the owners because he wasn't moving fast enough. And then the suspect turned his attention to the other owner, pulling out zip ties for her. That's when the other owner was like, no, pulled out his gun and shot the suspect multiple times in the chest. The would-be robber was rushed to the hospital where he died. Police said that the owner had the right to defend himself and his business, and for that reason, he won't be facing any charges.
Well, follow up here. The retrial of Guadalupe Contreras should start later this morning. You see a picture of him right here after an issue came up with the jury yesterday. Unfortunately, we really weren't clear on what that issue was. Contreras is accused in the 2017 murder of his estranged wife, Elizabeth. The first time this case went to court, it ended in a mistrial. Opening statements are expected around 9:30 this morning. We, of course, are live streaming this case from gavel to gavel. You can watch it on all of our digital platforms. Now, if he is found guilty, Contreras faces up to life in prison.
The Texas Senate has passed Senate Bill 2, which is a bill which will approve an education spending account, also known as vouchers in the state. SB 2 would use taxpayer dollars to pay for private education. Legislation still needs to pass in the House. Supporters say that it gives more students a chance at private education, and opponents say school vouchers would drain money from public schools.
We have 5.4 million kids in our schools. To benefit 100,000 only and tell the rest of them to go screw themselves isn't right.
But not every school meets the unique needs of each student. And we believe that your tax dollars should follow your child.
The bill now goes to the House, where the proposal has faced more pushback in the past years.
Some other state news this morning. Texas performed its first execution of the year last night. Nelson Beat was convicted of strangling, suffocating, and ultimately killing a pastor in Arlington outside Dallas in 2011. The U.S. Supreme Court rejected Beat's last day appeals before the scheduled lethal injection. He was declared dead at the state penitentiary in Huntsville.
USDA just announced that a new type of bird flu has been found in U.S. dairy cows for the first time. Until now, the bird flu we've seen in dairy herds was a type called B3.13. But this new strain called D1.1 has only been spotted in wild birds and poultry before. Now it's made its way into cows, starting with some dairy cattle in Nevada. You may have noticed the impact on your grocery bill, of course. Egg prices are skyrocketing and some store shelves are looking pretty bare. And that's because farmers are having to kill millions of chickens each month.
Yeah, that definitely hurts. Well, illegal sports betting here in the state of Texas, that may soon be a thing of the past. Governor Greg Abbott says that he would not oppose the Texas legislature enacting a law to legalize online sports betting. Right now, Texas is one of 11 states where online sports betting is banned. During the previous Texas legislative session, proposals to legalize sports betting and casinos fell short. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick has repeatedly said he does not support legalized gambling. All right, as Jeff just said right there, it's time to giddy up, y'all. Get ready for our rodeo. The first day of the San Antonio Stock Show Rodeo is today. Here's a quick look at the concert lineup. Country star Scotty McCreery taking the stage. Yeah, you said he was on American Idol, right?
Yeah, that's my boy.
Okay, there we go. He will take the stage for the first night of the performances, of course, the concert. Then he's followed by Coey Wetzel tomorrow. And then we got Keith Urban in the building Saturday, and then Leanne Rimes on a Sunday. A pretty good lineup.
Oh, yeah. We got everything that you need to know before you head there. Fairgrounds. Check it out, KSAT.com, where you can find everything from ticket prices to parking to music, performance schedules, and so much more. Drinking cab in my solo in the cab of my truck. You guys know that.
All right. Well, if you weren't awake, now you definitely are.
Love it.
Okay, we're taking a look here. Again, upper 60s to start your Thursday morning. 5:08 outside.
Google launches Gemini 2.0 AI models to everyone. We'll show you how it can help you the most.
And hey, you know what? We touched on this earlier. De'Aaron Fox shines in his Spurs debut. 24 points, 13 dimes, and Wemby's buzzer beater sealing the deal in a thrilling win over the Hawks. You don't want to miss the highlights coming up next.
It is 5:11 right now, guys.
Yeah. Spurs fans, how are we feeling this morning? Look at my guy here, De'Aaron Fox, making his debut with the silver and black last night against the Atlanta Hawks.
First quarter, get this, Harrison Barnes steals the ball. He gives it to Devin Vassell. Pass it to Fox, back to Vassell, and a jam. Nice. And Fox's first assist is a spur. Now later on, Fox knocks down a step back three for his first points in the silver and black. And then it's Fox again from downtown. 24 points and 13 assists in his Spurs debut. Time now for the dunk of the night. Stephon Castle throws down a monster two-handed throwdown, and the Spurs led 72-54 at halftime.
All right, third quarter here, closing second. Spurs, unfortunately, 20-point lead down to just 4. Keldon fires and misses, but Victor puts that back, beating the buzzer. Spurs leading after 3 by 5. Fourth quarter now, Chris Paul misses the shot. We're going to see the Hawks get the rebound right there, but then Fox and Paul fight to get the ball back, forcing a turnover. That results in an easy layup right here for Mr. De'Aaron Fox. Tied at 123, Fox Fox, then drives last seconds here, misses the shot. But look at my man Victor come and clean this up. Boom, right there. Spurs lead by 2. It's now tied at 125. Now Wemby made the first free throw here, and then he missed the second one intentionally. You see that right there? Trae Young throws up a prayer. It is not answered. Spurs win. Let's hear from De'Aaron Fox.
What we did in the first half is what you have to try to replicate for as many quarters as you possibly can. And that third quarter was really bad for us. But I told them, like, we gave up the lead. Or, no, we didn't give up the lead. We were up 18, but they never took the lead. So, and they told me, it's actually when it happened, they're like, yo, that's been our problem. Like, we've had bad third quarter, so we have to figure out a way to fix that.
Yeah, the Spurs will now head to Charlotte to face the Hornets Friday night at 6. I got so excited.
Yes,
so excited
no, definitely. It is a lot of excitement. Of course, that win, building even more hype around De'Aaron Fox. His debut built all the excitement around the team and some playoff potential here. That was the chatter at our KSAT crew last night that we heard at the Rock and also at the Rue Pub off of North 281.
So even on Wednesday, fans pulled out and repped their Spurs gear. Of course, one fan told us the new face means new opportunity for our beloved team.
Excited this year? You think we have a chance?
We need to get somewhere. Popovich, management, training, and grab some more players, spend some more money.
So tell me, does De'Aaron Fox the move? You think it was important for the team?
27, 185 pounds, 6'3", shake and bake.
Hey, I like that. Good boy. Like a shake and bake. Okay, so we're expecting Fox's first game in town to be in March after the rodeo.
All right, yes. Got tickets to that game. Okay, if you drive anywhere across the Alamo City as we transition over to traffic, guess what? You're likely going to run into this right here. Construction. The latest project that started this week is downtown, just past the Fine Silver Curve. We've been telling you about this all week. Crews closed 3 main lanes of I-35 South between Martin and Cesar Chavez for joint repairs. It's caused a major backup, not only in 35, but also for drivers coming in from Woodlawn on I-10. Drivers pretty frustrated about these latest delays.
Just traffic everywhere. It's I don't know why it took so long to try to expand the highway or something with all the new people coming in and out. So it's just every day it's just a hassle.
All right, so that's Chris McGowan. He told me that he drives through this area to get to school a couple days out of the week, and he moved here about 5 years ago.
I usually see the backup around, because I have a class at 6, so around like 4:30 and on and stuff. I guess it's just rush hour, people getting out, but it's like a standstill almost. Makes it feel like I'm back in LA.
That part right there makes you feel like you're back in LA. How sad is that to hear? This work is expected to last until the end of February.
All right, let's get out to TransGuide real quick. See how we looking. US 281 San Pedro, you looking great. Traffic is moving along just fine out there. I-37 and Southeast Military, you too, looking beautiful as well. See if we got one more camera right there, I-10 and Callahan West. You also looking pretty good. And again, the same old construction zone is still there. That high construction zone with several lanes blocked happening at I-35 and Cesar Chavez Boulevard.
Yes, Alex Gomez, I believe he is back for us. Let's check in with him. Drive Cam. What is up, Alex? How's it going, man?
RJ, good morning. Right now, I am over here by the airport. This is going to be 410 eastbound at Nacogdoches Road. Aside from the construction we have downtown, I'm going to go check out the construction on the northeast side. I know yesterday it was still pretty heavy. It was still lingering around, especially around this time. I'm going to see if that's the case this morning, RJ.
Sounds like a plan, my man. All right, Alex Gomez in Drive Cam for us on a Thursday morning.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Shaking.
A little bit of shake
like
and a little bit of bake.
Move with it, man.
I wish I could still shake and bake.
Oh, you can shake and bake. Y'all go to his social media. That joker dropped the 3 and like.
Yeah, and then I watched myself run back down the court like slow as humanly possible.
Well,
that's what happens when you get old. It's fine.
Just pacing yourself. It's called pace.
Sure.
You're smarter.
Yes. Heading out to the rodeo this weekend. Here's a little trivia question for you. What was the first year the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo was held? Was it 1937, 1943, 1950, or 1961? Silence.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have
you can vote.
I have a thought. Okay.
Okay, so you can go to ksat.com/poll, scan the QR code. Don't Google it. Don't cheat. We want to know what your real thought is here. Let's have a little fun with it. We'll let you know the answer coming up here in just a little bit. But, of course, we're bringing this up because the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo starts officially right now, today. Let's take a look at some of the extremes. You know, February, as I've been saying, is always one of those months where you get literally just about anything. What's the warmest it's ever been for the rodeo? Go back to 1996. We got up to 100. That was a very warm February. Still a record. The coldest, 2021. Do you remember that? 9. That was in the midst of our big freeze, the big freeze across the state of Texas, where we lost power and we were in COVID. A lot of events had to be canceled that year. That was not a great year for the rodeo. Wettest, 2012, we had several days in a row of measurable rainfall. And then the snowiest, we had to go back into record books for this one. We don't have any pictures to prove it, but 1966, there was some snow on the ground during the rodeo, at least during when the rodeo was going on. So anyway, there's some of your extremes. This go around, it's going to be warm. We're expecting highs, at least to start. We're expecting highs in the 80s through Sunday. So if you've got plans to go out to the rodeo this weekend, no Saturday is going to be quite warm. You actually may need to bring some water with you, that sort of thing, with temperatures in the mid 80s. It's probably going to be next week where things cool down a little bit, but at this point, it doesn't look bitterly cold. So go outside for you, 66 at the airport. Converse is still at 70. I mean, we're in early February. That's hard to believe, but just so much moisture in the atmosphere, and that's why I think we could see a little bit of drizzle this morning, too. The one change today is we look at the water vapor. You see that yellow color there? That represents some drier air in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and I think that's going to keep cloud cover from hanging around as long as it did yesterday. So with more sun this afternoon, that should get our temperatures, again, to near record levels. Then we'll turn our attention to this front. This is Sunday at 5 o'clock. The front's going to stall. So that's when we think Sunday will be warm now. And then I think the question will become, when does it finally get that push? Some indications are that'll be Monday. We'll probably get a stronger push of cooler air by the middle part of next week. So temperatures are going to be kind of tricky, I'd say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I would plan on some cooler weather on Monday with temperatures falling perhaps into the 60s. There is still a small chance of some showers with the front too. Lots of clouds. And as we've been saying in general, next week is going to be cooler. So if you prefer warmer weather for the rodeo, head out there today through Sunday, and it will be plenty warm.
Awesome sauce. So speaking of warm, look at that temperature gauge down there. 520, 66 degrees outside.
All right, up next, big tech moves this morning. Google dropping Gemini 2.0. Sonos takes on streaming, and Amazon teasing a brand new Alexa, y'all.
In today's Tech Bites, Google's most powerful AI chatbot yet, and it's free. Google released Gemini 2.0, which has been available to developers and some testers since December. The company says it's meant to offer better understanding and engagement. Also, there is word that audio giant Sonos is set to roll out a new TV streaming box. According to The Verge, it'll be able to interface with several services like Netflix and Disney+. But it's expected to be pricey, ranging between $200 and $400. And Amazon may be poised to launch its newer and smarter version of Alexa. It sent out invitations to an event scheduled for the end of this month, offering few details. But the various invites, when lined up, spell out Alexa. Amazon announced in 2023 that a new digital assistant was coming soon. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day, everyone.
524 right now.
Does that excite you at all?
Not at all. I was like, those price tags. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Guys, it's 66 degrees outside, and up next, we got a lot more ahead.
That's right. San Antonio's mayor honored for expanding some education initiatives here. Up next, why Mayor Ron saying the real spotlight, see him right there, belongs elsewhere. 527, welcome back. San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg getting some recognition yesterday for his efforts expanding higher education opportunities in the city. This is what it looked like earlier yesterday there at the Whitty Museum during the 15th annual Mayor's Luncheon hosted by the United Negro College Fund.
Mayor Nirenberg was awarded the group's highest honor, which was the Excellence in Education Award. While the mayor did receive a prestigious award yesterday, he kept a lot of the focus on the UNCF and its ongoing mission to make students' lives better.
Yeah, Mayor Nirenberg about to wrap up his final term here. So yeah, good stuff there. 528 right now. We're looking at 66 degrees outside.
And ahead at 6, we got major delays that will continue to cause some headaches for drivers across San Antonio. We'll hear from one driver who's rethinking about going near downtown.
Yeah, there you go. It is officially time to rodeo, y'all. All right, that's kind of my, it's more than an 8-second ride. Here's a live look at the San Antonio Stock Show Rodeo out there at the Freeman Coliseum and, of course, the Frost Bank Center. Scotty McCreery taking the stage for the first night of those performances. You can find everything, ticket prices, parking, music, performances, schedules right there on KSAT.com.
Sometimes I never know what he's about to do. You caught us both off guard.
I did. Off camera. You should have seen their reaction.
He's like the rodeo announcer.
I know. It's more than an 8-second ride.
Y'all, it is 5:31. Thanks so much for waking up with us. We even got Patty back there tickled. Okay. Justin, a lot of people are excited about this, but again, we got to figure out what we're dealing with. What can we wear? Well, how many cowboy hats can we stack on ourselves?
Well, over the next couple of days, it's going to be warm.
Okay.
Rather warm. In fact, we're heading out to the rodeo. Real quick, though, before we get into the forecast, we got to give a shout out to some of those signing day kids from yesterday. This is Michael Repper Molina. And he's from Johnson High School. He does track and cross country, and he signed a letter of intent to go to Boston University. Pretty cool stuff. We got a lot of pictures coming in, and we want to share as many as we can because we want to celebrate the hard work of these high school kids, soon to be college kids. So thank you for sending that in, and we'll try to show a few more this morning. Let's look at today's forecast. So yes, if you're heading out to the rodeo this morning, know that it'll be overcast. There could be some patchy drizzle. We saw a little bit of that yesterday. But by midday, skies should clear pretty quick. Partly cloudy, 71, and we'll make our way up to 81, which, by the way, is just 2 degrees shy of a record. So warm through the weekend for the rodeo. There is a cold front, but right now it's delayed until Monday. And even then, this front may stall out a little bit. So there's still some uncertainty when it comes to strength and timing. We're still trying to work that out. But I do think much of at least the second half of next week is going to be spent with some cooler air. We're going to talk more about that extended forecast for you and try to get you as many details as we can with regards to that front, but we also got to get you some details in that morning commute. What's the latest there, Jack?
Still crash-free right now. And again, the biggest trouble spot will always be that I-35 at Cesar Chavez Boulevard construction zone. It's going to be that way for the entire month. Again, several main lanes blocked, and we all have been in it, so you know the delay is going to take place. Right there, though, we're looking at crash-free situation conditions going on. You see that backup is already kind of slowly working its way up as more and more people get the roads or hit the roads.
Absolutely. So 5:30, Jeff, want to show real quick. Our drivers are inbound drive times. Everything looking pretty good. Coming in from 281, 20 minutes, 24 minutes if you're coming in from Bernie. How about some of our outbound times here? 26 minutes out to Livernia, 21 minutes to our folks on the far west side. Good morning to Castroville. Okay, let's check in with Alex Gomez right now. He's in drive cam for us, surveying the streets. Alex, what is happening, my man?
Oh, okay. So we got Alex on the roadways, but as you can see, he is rolling. I know he did say he was going to check out, another area of where that construction zone is. So
I think he was going like northeast side. So we'll check back in with Alex coming up here in about 10, 11 minutes or so. All right, moving on to some of our top stories this half hour. A warning and a plea for help. This morning we are hearing firsthand from a local organization that's helping immigrants attempting to gain legal status.
So the director of the nonprofit warns immigrant families to be wary of scams or people who are not certified to work on federal filings for the Department of Justice. Our very own Patty Santos tells us all, breaking it down for us right here. Good morning, Patty.
Hey there, good morning. So they are known as the Educational and Legal Immigration Ministries, also known as ELIM. The Christian ministry is a nonprofit that provides legal services at low cost to the immigration community. And Jesus Romero and his wife have been accredited by the Department of Justice to help migrant families file for legal status in the U.S. He says their phones have been ringing off the hook with people very anxious, asking what's going to happen with their current applications. Romero, the former pastor, started this legal service ministry to protect people from scams. He is reaching out to other people who have a heart and want to help migrants by becoming accredited to provide this kind of service, or maybe people who want to donate funds to cover the federal application fees for families to contact his office.
This is our effort to love them, protect them, care for them, and provide for a big need they have, which is affordable legal immigration services.
And if you need legal services, you're going to have to be patient. Aleem is booked already for the entire month of February until early March. Romero takes clients after his regular full-time job. It's him and his wife, by the way. They work with other local nonprofits to help the migrant community. There are 13 accredited organizations in San Antonio that help migrants with these federal applications, and you can find that list on KSAT.com. Jaffney.
Thank you so much, Patty. 2 people, including a student, were arrested and an officer injured after an altercation at the John Jay High School. Now, the Northside ISD Police and the San Antonio Police Department are investigating. The district says that it happened in the front parking lot of John Jay High School yesterday. Well, they say 2 people became disruptive and non-compliant with NISD police, and they attempted to run away. So far, we've been told that one person involved was a student and the other was not. The injured NISD officer was taken to the hospital, fortunately expected to be okay. No other students or staff were hurt.
Well, carry-ons confiscated and drugs found on an airplane at San Antonio International Airport. San Antonio police say that mechanics made this discovery when they found 2 suspicious backpacks during some maintenance checks. Inside those backpacks were sealed bags of narcotics. Right now, it's not clear how the backpacks actually got onto the plane or what kind of narcotics were sealed inside. We've reached out to airport officials for more information on this.
All right, so a delay to get life-saving equipment for abandoned newborns. Okay, the city's setting aside nearly $500,000 for what they are calling baby boxes, but not a single one has been installed. We started looking into this after SAPD says that a man turned over a newborn baby last month. The infant tested positive for meth and lost a lot of blood, unfortunately. Police have since arrested the infant's mother, 28-year-old Ava Marie Guetta. This prompted police and local leaders to remind people about the Baby Moses Law, which gives parents the option to hand over a newborn to a safe place like a hospital or fire station.
I would like for every woman who is facing that kind of a decision to have an option to do it anonymously so that the child is protected and the woman feels safe in being able to do that.
District 9 Councilman John Courage pushed for the city to get a dozen of what are called safe haven baby boxes, but despite the $438,000 set aside for that, none have been installed. Courage says that in part because some fire stations are too old to be outfitted for them. San Antonio Fire Department told us that this is an ongoing evaluation process.
All right, now to Capitol Hill. President Trump and Elon Musk are shaking things up in Washington, and it's causing quite a stir for some lawmakers. Musk's team has put many federal workers on leave and is pushing for buyouts even in the intelligence community. Some Democrats are calling this a constitutional crisis and are ready to take it to court. Meanwhile, Musk is mocking critics on his X platform while posting about what agencies that he plans to target next.
All right, it is 5:39, guys, and we're looking at 66 degrees outside. Good morning, San Antonio. Again, thanks so much for waking up with us this morning. Google hits undo on DEI while the tech giant is searching for a different approach, joining other major companies scaling back on diversity, equity, and inclusion.
And Disney Plus lost 700,000 subscribers. Now, that may seem like a lot, but the company Disney saying that it's not too worried about this just yet. 5:42 right now on your Thursday morning. In your morning consumer headlines, Google is the latest major corporation to scale back on DEI. In an email to employees on Wednesday, Google said it will eliminate hiring goals that are tied to ensuring diversity within the company. Other companies, including Meta or Facebook, Walmart, and McDonald's, have also recently changed or walked back commitments related to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And it comes as the Trump administration has criticized those efforts.
Disney Plus lost 700,000 subscribers, while Hulu gained 1.6 million after prices increase took effect in October. Now, Disney owns both streaming services. Subscriber losses at Disney Plus were not as bad as analysts expected, and Hulu's gain was better than expected. Meanwhile, the animated hit Moana 2 helped sales for the last 3 months of 2024. Overall, Disney reported revenue that was up 5% year over year.
Okay, I will say one good thing that Disney's done, they've just combined everything. Hulu, ESPN, all their stuff. They've combined it to their one app, so maybe that's why they're kind of going back and forth.
Yeah.
I unfortunately have it.
We'll look it out at Drive Cam real quick. Let's see exactly what the roadways. Okay, not
we got
Drive Cam. Trans guy. Let's get out to the cameras above right now. I-35 in St. Mary's. You got that traffic picking up. Good morning, San Antonio. We are getting busy this morning. Unfortunately, we're still crash free. We'll be back. Cowboy, boom, boom. I should have learned to rope and run.
Yes, the great Toby
I
Keith.
want to be a cowboy on a steel horse. Bon Jovi, right?
There's another one.
Yes.
Here we go.
We're in the rodeo mood this morning, y'all.
We are.
You guys are breaking out all the cowboy songs. Yes, rodeo's underway. Hey, I want to talk about reservoir levels, though, real quick, because our drought continues to worsen. And I know it's not the news you want to hear. With spring break coming up, a lot of people are going to be heading out to the lakes, but I got to tell you that it's not a great situation. Canyon Lake is at 49%. We haven't seen numbers like that, well, ever since Canyon Lake has existed, but it's down 29 feet. Medina, it's been stuck at 2.5%. That's about as low as it goes. That's probably not going to change unless we get just a big rain event. Choke Canyon's at 16.3%, not good. Amistad 26.3, which Amistad is a very important lake when it comes to water going down the Rio Grande towards our farmers in the valley. So that's not a good number. Buchanan, same story. LBJ, which is a steady level lake, is at 98.8%. That never usually moves. But bottom line, all these reservoirs are in bad shape, and I wish we could get some more good rain in here, but that's just has not been happening. And with our rain chances next week at 20%, it's not looking great. Anything we see next week is going to be really light, so it wouldn't be the kind of rain that would help with our drought situation, nor well, the drizzle that we see this morning. The drizzle is possible, a lot like yesterday where you just get the light drizzle on your windshield. So it could be a little bit damp from time to time, otherwise just cloudy. 66 degrees at the airport, 70 in Converse, 61 Bernie, 67 in Stinson. It's a very, very warm morning with southerly winds 5 to 10. There's a satellite picture. We do have clouds right over top of us at the moment. Those will stick around for a couple of hours, and then we'll see them break apart and sun comes out. And this is going to happen a little bit quicker today than it did yesterday. Yesterday, the clouds hung around into the afternoon. Today, I'm thinking lunchtime, and then the sun pops out. 81 degrees for a high today, 84 Pleasanton, 89 in Cotulla, so there could be some 90s on the map. This heat does not want to let up. Now, I do think we'll get some cooler air next week, but it's all going to depend on this front. And this front has been giving us a headache, honestly, in the weather department, because it stalls on Sunday, and it's one of those situations where it'll be chilly to the north and very warm to the south. And where this front ends up exactly is going to have huge impacts on temperatures, especially early next week. But we do think it tries to slide in on Monday, which would give us some cooler air Monday and Tuesday, and then perhaps we get a stronger push as we get into the latter part of the week. So your extended forecast here, 83 Friday, 85 Saturday, probably our warmest day, and then 82 Sunday with partly cloudy skies. So Sunday is definitely trending warmer, and then we'll get into some of that cooler air perhaps Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday again with those small rain chances. But as you see, 60s and 50s, it's not going to be, big time cold, but cooler.
Dude, Sunday is though is what it's all about. Look at that.
It's going down.
What?
Feel good about it, huh?
Justin's like, I got to be here Monday morning.
It's okay.
Oh,
it's
my
okay.
goodness. Guys, we are crash free still this morning at I-35 and St. Mary's Street. If you are out and about on your commute, listen up, because we need to let you know about those areas that might be a little difficult for you to get through. And one of those being the I-35 and Cesar Chavez Boulevard. We've been talking about that construction, and yes, it's been a headache. Check it out. We got traffic building up in that area. Again, you guys may want to give yourself some extra time if you're heading out the door to get to work, because you will be in a slowdown.
Yeah, Jeff, take a look at that. San Pedro already backed up. Florida Street already backed up there on 35. So, you know what? Yesterday I drove this with Alex just to give you an idea of how long it'll take to get through there. He did give us a little tip here. If you are coming on 35, you can exit San Pedro, stay on the access road right there at Elmira, and then get into back onto 35 South. So you do miss that chunk of 35 South traffic. You see that red right in the middle of your screen. So those are some potential options. Yeah, come in on San Pedro, Elmira Drive, and then, you can get back on 35. But either way, it is not pretty out there for our drivers.
Yeah, definitely. So right now, we're looking at 551 degrees outside. 551 to 66 degrees outside. Let me get it together. You want a pet?
Look at Justin here.
Cute little pet right there.
That cat's Justin. What a duo right there. All right, get ready for this new pet. All right, the San Antonio Humane Society coming up next.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're here with Kim with the Humane Society, and we're here with you live with this beautiful little kitten. This is Dee Dee.
Yes,
She is
look at Dee Dee.
Cute.
And so calm.
And so calm and so happy. I love everything about it.
I know. She's got such a beautiful coat, too.
She does. She really is. She's so soft and so cuddly. So tell me about Dee Dee.
Yeah, so Dee Dee is about a little 3-month-old cute little kitty cat that came into us. Has beautiful markings, really soft, would want to be your forever partner. So somebody that you can just kind of sit and cuddle on the couch with, watch TV. Definitely, she's kind of taking it all in this morning.
She is.
She's wide awake.
There's a lot of stimulus in this newsroom right now. But yes, her colors are beautiful. You're right about that.
They
She
really
got some
are.
very interesting markings.
Yeah.
So Dee Dee. Okay. You guys have some adoption specials.
We do. We have a really great adoption special coming up starting Friday all the way through Sunday. It is our Sosie and Sasha's Touchdown Special.
Say that 10 times fast.
I know. Sosie and Sasha's Touchdown Special. There you go.
Okay. Sweet.
So all cat and kitten fees will be waived.
Okay.
And it's all thanks to a wonderful, generous donor. So come on out, see us, adopt a sweet little friend. We'd love to have you.
Okay. And you guys, cats and dogs. Cats come in quite often.
Yes. Cats come in quite often. Dogs too. Definitely a little curious. We also have great things for y'all when you do come out. So you can get some pet beds, you can get some treats, all kinds of stuff to take your little forever friend home.
Awesome. Well, Dee Dee needs adopting. So if you're interested, visit the Humane Society. Give us the address and phone number.
Sure. It's 4804 Fredericksburg Road. You can also go on our website. It's sahumane.org.
Perfect.
Here's Carolina, tails California.
All right, yes. We are in the country mode, y'all. Let's rodeo San Antonio. The San Antonio Stock Show Rodeo officially getting underway today. We've got everything you need to know before you head to the fairgrounds, KSAT.com, where you can find everything from those ticket prices to parking to the music of the schedules of all the performances out there.
Yes. Still ahead at 6. We got a barbershop hold up. This right here, it took a deadly turn. A lot of drama unfolded. We're going to look at what happened when the owner fought back.
And hundreds of San Antonio students walked out of class yesterday. How different school districts are handling these protests. And taking a look outside with our TransGuide cameras. Again, 35 at St. Mary's. That's going to be our biggest trouble spot at the moment. We're going to go over everything traffic related and check in with Justin Horn coming up just a bit.